Greg, when you see the weight of a goal, Scott Pooley scores on the other night. I wonder, just from a coaching standpoint, how that feels to see a player. I know it's an empty net goal, but it felt like everybody could see the weight just come off of Scott Pooley scoring that goal. What's it feel like watching him from the bench, seeing that weight removed?
Yeah, he's a player that cares a lot about the team. For himself, he shows up every day and demands a lot out of himself. He has high expectations. I think he's felt a little bit frustrated lately. It was a really good game for him. It's something that he can build some confidence from, and obviously putting that puck in at the end definitely helps that as well.
You go with Callie Rosen, Timothy Liljegren on the one power play unit. I wonder what you thought of that look with a couple of defensemen.
Yeah, it looked really good. There are two guys that are typically always on the power play when they're with us. They've been here for a few years and been in that position for a long time. And we haven't had them together yet, but it was a nice little look. I thought they did a good job. They brought some energy to that unit and facilitated some good puck movement.
Nick Barden, go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Greg. After the Leafs game last night, Matt Caldwell posted a few pictures on Instagram. One was with Joe Thornton. I was wondering what you think for a guy like Mac, who's obviously trying to develop his game. What do you think it means to him to get that time up with guys like Joe and some of the other Leafs, and then just to come back down?
Well, it should be a confidence booster for him to go there, being and around the team, see what that level of hockey is like, get to know those guys, learn from them, build those relationships. It should be a great opportunity for professional development, and it looks like he's taking full advantage of it.
Next one goes to Justin Levine. Go ahead, Justin.
Hey, Greg, thanks for doing this as usual. So can you talk about, what the expectations are heading into this upcoming 2-game series, I believe it is, against the Stockton Heat after only getting one win out of the 3 games against the Belleville Senators? And I guess, how you feel your team did, but where the focus has to lie for the upcoming 2 games?
Well, Stockton's another team in this division that is really fast. They're transition very well, much like Belleville does. They get an open ice, so we'll have to make sure that our forwards are equally as quick in their transition from offense to defense and getting over top of the puck and allowing our D to hold gap and stay above. Really for ourselves, if we're focusing on us, it's the consistency in which we play and we execute our game plan and our details. We saw it in the last game. It was really good team effort, especially in the third period, the willingness for us to make simple decisions and play a 200-foot game, burn the clock a bit, but also not step back, and kept pressuring the puck and we kept coming at them. So we'll just need more of that commitment moving forward and continue to find that consistency.
And next we'll go to Joshua Cloak. Go ahead, Joshua.
Hey, Greg, did Nick Robertson practice with the team today?
No, he's in his return to play protocols.
Can you just provide a bit of context for us unfamiliar and who haven't been attending practices? What does that look like for him?
It's usually before team practices. He's out with specific development coaches and just working through some movements and skating, some shooting, some patterning by himself on the ice, just a non-contact to get himself acclimated.
Do you have like a date in mind, like a possible date in mind for his return? Just to practice?
No, not that I'm aware of. It's just week to week still.
Okay, thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
And last one goes to David Sis. Go ahead, David.
Hey, Greg, thanks for doing this. I was just wondering if you could give what you've seen so far in Joseph Woll and your, I guess, trust in him so much early on.
Yeah, he's come a long way since last year. He's put in a lot of good work in the offseason. John Elkin, our goalie coaches, they've been working a lot with him, and really credit to Joe to put in the effort. He's a really diligent person. He's always studying the game. Compared to last year, he's really simplified his movement in the crease. He's worked on his depth depending on the play, whether it's an entry against or the O-zone, where he's coming from in his crease. It's kind of allowed himself to simplify and clean up some of that movement where there's, positionally for him, just smarter places to be prior to any shot coming towards net. So he's worked through a lot this offseason. It's good to see him applying it in games and getting rewarded for it.